Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And we are Moodify. This is our team over here. Everyone's yeah.
Hi. Hi.
So basically, if you're tired of the same old repetitive playlist, we've revolutionized the music streaming game by putting you in the DJ seat. So what you have to do is answer a couple of questions and let our algorithm create a playlist that mirrors your current vibe and activity. So how we do this is, well, first of all, existing music recommendation systems lack the ability to deliver curated and customizable playlists tailored to your individual moods and curious preferences. So what Moodify does is integrates the exploration, emotional regulation, productivity enhancement, and entertainment value into your listening playlist by implementing the Spotify profile and using a comprehensive database.
For the limitation, for example, like a song that can be sad to you, but it's not that much bad to me. So we understand that we might have some mood subjectivities during the first time launching this app. So also we have a problem with like we want to have more data from the user so we can provide a better end result. And the last one is the limited catalog. Now we have the library is only about like 500 to 1K songs in general. So the more we go on the way, we want to have more songs which can provide more efficient playlist when the user input their data. And how user experience our app. So first, like Ashley just mentioned, you encounter a series of questions. You answer, give us some input about your listening preference, and then we can generate into a curated playlist based on your habits on answer. And then it can become a customer for our app. And when you really jump into the app, you can customize based on what you want to add, what you want to remove. And in the future, we want to integrate DSP as well.
So for our backend, we pulled our data from an Excel spreadsheet. And as you can see here, we just associated numeric values to a mood. And we then imported this file into Python using pandas. And then we created a dictionary on Python, just associating each numeric value with a mood and then averaging that based on the survey that you did. At the end of the survey, you should have an average number that curates a playlist for you.
And as for future applications for this app, so the first one we pointed out was a DSP data extension. Because we didn't have great data, we wanted to be able to expand more data so we can integrate things like the Spotify API and like Apple Music API, so we could leverage more data and create a bigger collection of data. The second one is building community. Because you're able to create an account with the app, we wanted to create a community of friends, whether that's people that are close to you or people that you don't even know, based on like their different areas and like different ages and just different factors, so you can connect with them. The last one is our record label integration or collaboration. We wanted record label to be able to use this so they can provide their data and create a better understanding and accuracy in predicting the music trends. So this is a quick demo of how the flow would go. So it starts out with asking you to pick a mood or activity. So the first flow is mood. It's going to ask you a bunch of different questions about what songs you would listen to depending on each mood. You're just going to pick some songs, and then lastly, it generates your playlist. Here's your playlist. You can also create an account with Moodify. Just create an account or like connect it with any other account. The second flow is going to be picking your activity. These questions are just going to ask different activities and what songs you would want to listen to, like when you're working out, when you're commuting, when you're studying, or even when just like at a house party, and it generates your playlist as well. Yeah.
Yes, and that's the end of our presentation. Thanks, Go, for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Great, you've just got a little bit of time left over, so perfect timing. Take some questions from the judges. Gina?
Hello. Great idea for an app, guys. Is this, I see that it says, you know, you can get label integration into it, but what about artists who aren't signed to a label? Is it going to be something that's pitchable from artists? Is it, you know, we spend a lot of time as managers pitching to people who make playlists. How do you see that working with the app? Or is this completely independent?
Yeah.
So I know that there are some music distribution sites that also house independent artists as well. So the point is to partner up with them or collaborate with them so that we can have some of their independent artists come in and put their songs in our app as well, so we can further their let's say their viewership, or like their expansion or their engagement, and as well as helping us as well by bringing those fans over and seeing what else they can listen to from their artists.
And how do you monetize this? Where do you make your money from?
Oh, so I think the monetized factors would be like other TSP, like, you know, Spotify. You can even listen to free, but with advertising and stuff disturbing you while you're listening. But when you pay money, yeah, that's just, we also have like a subscription every month like that, so you can listen. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great presentation, team. I think just one question. I mean, getting the qualitative surveys is pretty valuable to like get qualitative data to understand the mood taste. So the onboarding flow, the survey flow is the most critical piece. But we have like, a couple of items that could potentially be a friction. One is like, we want them to create a user account. So that is the first question. And I'll also ask my second question so that you can answer it accordingly. The second one is like, do we have plans to like use, let's say, one user's preference? Let's say I have a mood called sad or happy, and like, will you be using, my preferences for another user, considering one of the limitations you displayed is like less amount of data. We need more users to generate the data. Is there any sort of reinforcement loop that we are like thinking about here?
I think that ties in with like the community aspect of it and building the community. If they sign up and then they request a friend, for they have somebody that they paired with, and you know that sometimes I listen to the same songs as Rayn listens to, and maybe there are certain artists that I don't know that Rayn listens to. So I guess we connect with that one song, then I can get some of the pairs from her songs, and she can get some from my playlist as well. I don't know if anybody wants to chime in after.
I think also like with the community aspect, you're able to gain more understanding of what people think songs that are sad. And I think with that bigger amount of data, we're able to kind of narrow down what songs categorize as a specific mood for specific people.
Okay, makes sense. Any idea on the create account piece? Just want to
have to stop right there. We're just about time. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. Just give me a quick moment while we turn the teams around.